No, in the mid-80s, people wouldn't say, do you want a drink? They say, do you want a line? And along this fucking bar, it'd be all lines of cocaine. This is my hotel in Ibiza, Pike's Hotel. I would say this hotel became the centre of hedonism. Ibiza was an island where you could come to and be yourself. There was no rules and regulations. You come here and you find your inner self. I found my inner Pike. All of this I built over a 20-year period. This is the main way to the tennis court. Freddie used to play tennis here with me. Freddie became a regular visitor. That room there, it's called Julio Daisy's suite, Julio's. So Freddie said to me, is it called Julio's? I said, well, it's named after the international singing star. He said, but Pike, what about me? I said, well, you keep singing, Freddie. I'm not making any promises, but maybe one day I'll put your name on something. We've done the back, we call it Freddie's Bar. This was my room here when I was married. I was dating Grace Jones, and I went out with Grace, and we came back at night. It was all dark and everybody was in bed. So we walked along this path here from the tennis court, and all the gowns were strewn in the shrubs. She said, this is a limit zone. Who's done this? I said, well, my wife, because she's jealous that we're having an affair. Grace Jones is the best fuck I've ever had in my life. She had so much energy. Boy, did she.
How old are you now?
83. I've slept with in excess of 3,000 people. I'm a sex addict, but I'm not ashamed of it. I was diagnosed with a double aorta, and what it meant was I was pumping 2 litres extra. The average man such as you is pumping 5 litres a minute. I was pumping 7. Where did the extra 2 litres go? Into my dick. So it wasn't my fault. I fucking, big fucking cock, get down, you bastard, get down. Don't answer me back, get down. But they'd come up again, see? They call me the fucking machine. I've made love with men. I'm not a gay. This is where George Michael and Andrew Ridgeley and me in it did the Club Tropicana. I was behind the bar, shaking the cocktails in the video.
Didn't you have an experience with George?
Sort of. It was a love story between George and I. He was a great, I loved him. Didn't realise he was a star, and so it makes him more of a star. Okay, let's walk this way, folks. Over the years, there's been many stories here, but a lot of them can't be public. You've got to be very careful when you're supplying drugs, but if I said no, they'd leave the hotel. A good example was, he said, you've got to get me coke, and I'd have to have 5 grams a day, top quality. So I said, okay, leave it to me. So I thought about it. I went down, I approached the police chief. I said, I want to supply cocaine to one of my guests. Well, you do, I'll put you in jail. Who is he? Oh, I've heard of. So he said, well, Pike, leave the office, say no more. So I supplied 5 grams a day. One night, I was at the bar here. I turned around, there's a girl sitting there, and very, very attractive. And the bar said, you know who that is, Mr. Pike? I said, no. There's Pepper from Salt and Pepper. I thought, I've got to get some coke. Racked up 2 lines. I hoovered it down. As soon as I took it, it was ketamine. Pepper was there, and she said, Tony, I'm so sorry this happened. I said, baby, I'm suffering very badly, darling. I've just done bloody ket. I said, I'm in the KO. Kylie Minogue was a lovely, lovely girl. She's Australian, of course, and so I really fancied her. I said, look, baby, I've got a boat in the harbour. Why don't we go in the boat away from prying eyes? And so we went off on the boat, and we spent 5 days just cruising around. We weren't intimate, but we had a lovely, lovely time, and I would never say a bad thing about her. I live a dangerous life. Key to happiness, in my opinion, is total freedom. I'm nobody special, but I am different.